Hi everybody! So, prom's coming up. It's this month, isn't it? And I know it's a massive deal in America and you go all out, but here in the UK it's becoming bigger and bigger as well. So I thought I would show you a couple of really gorgeous prom makeups. And the first one I'm going to do is quite full on eyes and sort of more nudie lips. So let's get cracking. I'm actually going to use today a new range of makeup. Well, it's not a new range of makeup, but it's new to me. I've been introduced to it recently, and it's called Meron. I'll start with my foundation, and I'm going to use this one here called Celebre HD Pro, which is fantastic for professional makeup artists, especially if you're doing any TV work. That's now a lot of it HD. So this is what it looks like in the packet. This is what it looks like out of the packet. So I'm going to apply it with a brush, and this is a great product because you can build it up. If you use it really lightly, it comes out with a really delicate look, and you can layer it up to get stronger and stronger, more intense colour. So I'm going to apply it with the brush, and then blend it in with a sponge. So just finishing off with the brush before I move on to the sponge. Now this sponge here is called the Face Smoothie Sponge, and it looks a little bizarre, but it's brilliant because it's angled for every area of your face. You know, you can use the point to get up under your eyes, around your nose, this bit to do your cheeks. It's really a clever little gadget. It's latex free and non-allergenic. So yeah, it's a real winner, and if you use it, you get that real sort of airbrush look. So I'm just going to buff it in, the makeup, into my skin now using this. Meron have a great range of colours. Here's just a few of them, and I'm actually going to go for this really sort of soft peachy pink here, which is called Shell Pink, number 9. So, just put those ones back. Right. So I'm just going to, with my finger, apply it onto the apples of my cheeks. You see that colour? Wow, it's a great colour. And I'm just going to sort of blend it in with my fingers and mixing the two together so I get a lighter version of this one. I always like to mix colours. Okay, I'm going to use this mirror here. So I'm just running this over my eyelid, from my lashes up to my eyebrows. Now this will just make your eyeshadow stay longer because your eyelids are one of the oiliest part of your face. So, as I'm sure you all know, that makeup can slip and slide quite easily in that area. So using the fawn colour here, I'm going to do this on my eyelid. Okay, so the next colour I'm going to use is this cocoa here, and I'm going to apply this right into my socket line. You can see it already? Now I'm going to bring it underneath slightly, but not from the corner of my eye here, from slightly out here instead, where I've finished the darker line. That'll just make your eyes look bigger. So with any sort of eye makeup, it's all about the blending, joining all the edges and making it look seamless and perfect. I use this really dark brown here, and I'm going to put that right on the outer edge. Okay, so now I'm finished with the eyeshadow, excuse me, and I'm going to use liner, and I'm going to use a black coal. This one's actually by MAC. I'm using the MAC one because I love it, but also I don't have a Meron one to try it and show you. So I'm going to put this inside my eye, and when I say inside, I mean this line here, excuse the red eyes, and also to really make your eyelashes look thicker, if you pull up your top lid slightly and do just underneath your lashes there, that makes a lot of difference as well. A bit of a little trick there. Okay, so here we go. So I'm running it all the way along the edge here, right into the corner. Now my eyes are watering because I'm so tired. And the inner edge here. And I'm also going to do the little trick I just showed you by lifting it up and putting it underneath. You need quite a steady hand and non-blinky eyes. Now what I'm going to do is a bit of a black line on the top, just above my lash line, and it doesn't have to be particularly neat because I'm going to blend it in. can see I've done a nice messy line on both eyelids here, and that doesn't matter, like I said, because now I'm going to blend it in. So a smaller rounded brush, this is a MAC one as well, and my goodness, the number has worn off completely, so unfortunately I can't tell you what it is, but it is a MAC brush and you can see the shape of it there. Okay, so I'm just literally running the brush along that line, softening it in. So all the blending done now. Quite defined eyes already, I'm sure you'll agree. But now what I'm going to do is stick on some fake lashes so we really get that kapow. Eyelashes by Meron. Here we go. And I'm just going to take them out with some tweezers and I'm going to measure them up to my eye quickly. See how they fit? Pretty good. I'm now applying the glue along the band of the lash, like so. I'm actually going to let it dry until it's tacky because that'll make it much easier to put on. The glue is almost dry now, so it's really tacky, it won't slip and slide when you put it on. So I'm literally going to hold both ends and slide it up along my own lashes, not touching them, otherwise you'll cover them in glue, but just above them until you touch your lash line and then press it into place. Just tweaking it, pulling it into the right position. There you go, I hope you can see that. Let me zoom in a tiny bit. I'm just going to do some mascara on my bottom lashes as well to pull the whole thing together. So again, this actually isn't a Meron product. This is Urban Decay Super Curl Curling Mascara with this funky little wand and brush. So, lashes on the bottom. And you can of course put a tiny bit of mascara on the top lashes to sort of join together your own and the fake lashes. So and actually, having said the glue was dry, I can still see there's a little bit of white glue on there, so it's not quite dry, but by the time I've done the lips it will be. So now for the nude lips, and a good little trick is getting your foundation again, just using a little bit of that to take down the colour on your lips. Because sometimes even the lipstick or the gloss, whatever you decide to use, doesn't quite take it down enough if you want quite a pale colour. So like the cheek creams, Meron have a wide variety of lip creams. Here's just 3 of them. And I'm going to use this one here, which is called Natural. So just taking my finger, using a tiny bit like this, I'm going to apply it over my foundation. So, what do you think? I hope you like it. I guess it's a kind of neutral tone, sexy prom look. Obviously you've got to imagine it with your hair up. Clearly I don't do much with my hair, as you can see that I've got 3 different colours going on. But besides that, it's all about the makeup here. That's what we're talking about, not my hair. So, you know, it's a really pretty look, this one. Kind of sultry, great for the evening. But if you do want to make it a little bit more sparkly, a bit more funky, then you could always add some glitter. So I'm going to show you that now. Now you're going to think that I'm completely bonkers, but actually the best way of sticking on glitter is by using lube. Don't ask me how I found this out. No, I'm kidding. It's a makeup artist trick. And for some reason someone did discover that this is a brilliant way of sticking on glitter and making it hold. So a combination of this and a MAC glitter pot here, and this one is called Reflex Antique Gold. So I'll just put the lube on the back of my hand. Using my finger, I'm just going to dab it onto my eyelids. And I'm dabbing it up to my socket line. And now using the glitter, just shake it off a tiny bit first, otherwise it will drop all over your face. Okay. And what a difference that makes, look. Just gives it a completely different look. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this first section of prom looks. Another one will be coming very soon. And if you want more tips and tricks, you can find me on Twitter at Chloe Butcher, or you can look on my blog, which is www.ohsochloe.com. Hope to see you soon. Take care, bye!